Hi, welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast, and hey, we have 3 cameras again.
Woo!
Yay!
Yeah.
I am one of the hosts, Michael, along with Sage,
What's up?
Kat,
Hi.
and Anthony.
Hey.
The first podcast without Colin.
R.I.P. Colin.
Oh
He's
man,
dead.
that's crazy.
He went on. He went on a 40.
I
40
literally
streak, 39,
just
39
as I was
streak.
driving here, I was like,
That's
"It's
insane.
Colin's first one that
I
he's
can't
not
believe
here."
he gave it up for a cough.
Yeah, he really did.
No,
39 streak.
I just called him. He was like, "Nah, I'm feeling really sick."
Oh,
Oh.
poor
Oh.
baby.
All right,
He's
well,
gonna go take a test tomorrow.
luckily,
so hopefully
now
he's
I
okay.
can't miss an episode because you guys have to come here to film. So,
Well,
That's
just
the
give us
worst
the
thing
key
I've
to your
ever
house.
no.
We know where you live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that door's
I can
not
see
really
in all
locked.
your windows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sure can.
Yeah.
But none of you can because I've staged these cameras just so.
It's also
Towards
fucking
the talent,
pitch black
some would
outside.
say.
Yeah, it's also that.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna see?
Can't see out that way, but you could see it real clear this
Yeah.
way.
Oh boy, howdy can
Yeah,
you.
over there, the sun's shining.
Yeah, but hey, so we are filming this out of order because Colin wasn't showing up, and today was supposed to be our anime club. So if the anime club episode that we're filming like next week has all of the set up, and then this episode doesn't, that's why.
We didn't like intentionally destroy the set again to start over.
No, we actually did it
Episode
for the bit,
39,
so it
not
was a
set up.
really cool
Episode
bit.
40, all of it set up. Hey, look at the new set. Episode 41, we got nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Redoing all of it.
I-
We didn't like the way it looked. We wanted
no,
to go
yeah,
back
we,
to
we
the
decided
decided
to
to go
start
back
from
to the
scratch.
drawing
beer
board.
pong tables.
Yeah.
All the trips to IKEA, all the fucking wood table
Are
making.
these your
nothing.
actual tables?
Yeah.
Can we play beer pong on them?
You've already played beer pong on these tables many a time.
Liddy.
Also, these are the...
Can we do it in this
Hello?
house?
Can we do it in... Sure, I don't give a shit what we do here.
Woo!
There's no parental supervision. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Well, they're
couldn't
down
you?
the street, but like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but,
Mom,
like,
Dad, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Kids are throwing a rager at my house. I want to go home.
get me out of here. Oh man.
But yeah, so that's why I was like making the joke that was like, man, we can watch Power Pussy Rangers, throw it on the big screen.
It's pussy
Oh, yeah.
time.
Yeah, and just fucking blast.
Dude, it's really
that shit.
crazy. Every time someone says Power Pussy Rangers, somebody says it's pussy time after
Somebody as in
So
you.
it's like an
somebody
echo.
says it. I don't know why.
Built-in echo effect.
It's like I don't know why somebody says it's pussy time. This is some random like specter
yeah.
that's looming over the words Power Pussy and Ranger. In that order.
But anyway, so what have you guys been up to? At all in anything?
Oh,
last week?
I found more towers.
Oh right, yeah, you're getting slightly
Wait.
You're
marginally
working
better
on
at.
Wait, can I
Zelda.
I think I have like 35 shrines. Is it okay if I show you real quick?
Go ahead.
What is happening?
I don't know. I
Are
guess
you
she's
taking
trying
the Switch
to.
out?
I'm
All
sorry.
right. If you're gonna go through all this trouble, I want to also know how many hours you've played
How do I
versus how
find-
many
Can you see
shrines.
that?
So you're gonna go to your
Yeah,
profile.
save it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me open it.
It's like
because
Anyway,
30
so
million.
yeah. While she's doing that, hold on. How many hours do we think she has?
I'm gonna say at least like 70.
60.
I'm gonna say 70.
60. I'm gonna go 80.
Okay.
Guess
Okay.
closest without going over.
Price is Right rules?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my profile. Hold please.
Oh, that's
Do I
not
need-
even. You're not even in the game yet. That is
Oh.
your Switch profile.
Yeah, to see the hours.
Wait, hold on.
I thought
hold
you
on.
have to go into the game.
Well, I thought
Okay,
she
so
said
No.
what did you guess? What did you guess?
I guess 60.
70.
80.
Oh, Anthony's the closest at 75.
Oh, let's go,
Oh.
dude.
All right. So 75 hours. How many shrines do you have?
Let's find out.
How
Hold,
far in the
please.
main story are you?
I've accomplished none of the main quests.
All right. Way to go, champ.
Good.
Wait,
Great.
that might be a lie.
Have you done any of the beasts?
Oh no, I've done a couple of the main quests. I lied.
Okay. Have you done any of the beasts?
No, I'm working on the elephant one right now, but I had to go into that like ninja cave hideaway.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But these
Uh-huh.
cocksuckers keep killing me, so I was like, let me go get some better stuff. So I left because I'm going to get better stuff.
We still need to give you Breath of the Wild so you can beat it in infinitely faster than she has ever done.
Yeah.
But
I still have to beat
Wait,
it.
how do I
To
know
be
how many
fair-
shrines I've done?
I don't know. Is there an?
It's in the loading screen.
Yeah, I thought
Hold
that was
on,
like a
let me just
counter.
fast travel
Yeah, I
somewhere,
can't
and the
remember if
loading
there's a
screen
counter.
will come up.
I was gonna say, obviously, if I just do the main quest, then I could beat her faster. But it's
Well,
gotta
yeah,
be
I think you
playing
could
on my
complete the game
yeah.
without
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Playing it on my own time, whenever I wanted to, doing whatever part, not just main
Oh, I'm
quests.
sorry.
I still think that
Okay,
I could
I've
beat
done
her.
Nintendo
40
will sue the
shrines.
shit out of us if we have
40
audio.
shrines. I have 9 hearts, like
40 shrines in 75 hours.
1 and a third stamina, and 9 golden poops.
Poops?
9 golden poops. They're
The-
not.
What?
The coral seeds?
Yeah,
Okay.
but they look like golden
Poops?
poops. Look.
They sure do.
Oh, yeah, I guess I kind of do. I never really thought of it like that. I was like, when they had poops to the
So,
game.
so
Where can I get
40
those?
shrines
Yeah.
in 78 hours.
So
75.
if we're doing the math on
Well,
that.
it's not just the shrines. I've done others. Oh,
Hold on,
fuck
hold on,
me.
hold on.
I don't want to be here.
I'm curious. I'm
if we're
curious
doing
to
the
see
math
how many
on
hours
that,
I
it's
have with a completed
It's 78
game.
shrines in 40 hours? No,
No,
I'm sorry.
40
75
shrines.
hours with 40 shrines.
Yeah,
So that's about 2 shrines an hour.
which is not true.
What are you talking about?
Like I feel like because you
It's
spend like 20 hours
1.875.
in the tutorial.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess comparatively. So let's knock 20 hours on it. So it's 55 divided by 40. It's about 1.4 shrines an hour.
Abysmal. Horrendous.
What are you talking about? That's not bad.
But you know what? I'll give you slight props that you're at least getting better.
Yeah. I'm getting really good at running and looking at the same time.
It's the
Oh.
time. It's the baby steps. It's the baby steps that count.
Although I learned that when you're gliding and then you jump and then do like the slow-mo arrows, that eats away all your stamina and then you just fall and die.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
How do you not
There's an
find that out like
indicator
immediately?
that tells you that.
Because I never did it before.
That look.
Until very
That look
recently.
immediately.
Let me tell you something. Hearing all of this like for the first time,
I
through
did it
Colin's
jumping off a
perspective,
tower.
That dead silence like put a pit in my stomach. Like, the 5 seconds Sage took to realize like, oh, this is a pit in my stomach.
I know we've had this conversation before, but like, the first thing I do when I get a game usually is be like, all right, cool, let me hit all these fucking buttons and see what they do. Like,
That's what I did.
Is it?
is it
It's just not very well.
clearly? Didn't you not know how to like dodge
Hey, it's a learning process.
or block? Wasn't that what?
Yeah, I couldn't block for a while.
For a while.
Didn't Colin have to show you like a few times?
Yes.
It's rules.
That's fine. I don't block anyways. Every time I
I
play
mean, I don't
Kingdom
either.
Hearts, I never block.
Blocking's for
And
blocking's for
my
losers.
stream told me that I could not beat Kingdom Hearts 2 on, was it Proud? Yeah, without blocking. They're like, Roxas is going to kick your ass. You're never going to get past this. And I was like, bet, watch me. And then I did. And
Yeah.
then
Who
made
needs to
them eat
block?
them words.
If you hit them fast enough, you never need to block. It's just
Just
that's
be
the-
the Dark
good.
Souls
Oh,
strategy, pretty
I'm
much.
also getting like much better at fighting people.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah.
improving all around. This
Yeah.
is just marketed improvements
It's
everywhere.
it's just taking a lot of hours. But hey, don't get too good. We need the content of you sucking for being like a COD or something while we stream.
Oh no, I think as soon as you put me in a different game with slightly different mechanics, everything I've
It's
learned
gonna go out the window.
right out the window.
Like I mean, like looking and moving are fundamentals to basically every game.
Because once, okay, so I'm like
That doesn't change.
pretty comfortable with this kind of controller layout and the way these buttons are set up. But when I go from this to going to play Spider-Man, like on the PS5, I instantly am like, I know what none of these buttons do.
Okay,
I also,
never mind.
I
This is
also,
not universal.
I also get really fucked up because on the PlayStation 1, the icons are different.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
like the
They're
square,
different on
the
every
circle.
controller.
I know, it messes me up.
No,
There's
I
like-
get that.
Well,
but as
on
long as
Xbox
it
and
doesn't
Switch,
take you
they're
more
the
than
same,
like a
but
couple
they're
minutes
different.
Yeah,
to
usually
get adjusted.
everybody has that moment.
Yeah.
Where, like I've been playing Donkey Kong 64 on Nintendo 64 for like the last like 3 weeks. And then like I picked up an Xbox 360 controller. I was like, oh fuck, I got it. Okay, cool. Like
I
you
think
know,
that
it
was
takes
me
like a
when
game
I,
or two, and then you're like, all right, I
Yeah.
remember.
That was me when I transitioned from console to PC. I was like, you know, because I had an Xbox 360 controller all my life, and I was just using that. And then mouse and keyboard, I was like,
What's that
where
like?
am I?
What's that like? I switched to PC and still use that Xbox controller. So
Yeah, I usually
Well,
use a
some
controller.
games play better. I mean, like I wouldn't play like Dark Souls with a mouse and keyboard. I'd still play it with like a controller.
yeah. But like then like all my life, coming from like
Bless you.
How dare you.
playing
What the fuck ever, Sage?
playing console, and people are like, dude, you ever play like Siege or like COD or whatever, like Overwatch with a controller on PC? You'd get fucking wrecked, dude. And then I'm like,
And you do it.
and I do it, and I do great. Like,
I have multiple videos of you doing really fucking well with the controller.
and it's just like,
Wait,
oh, well,
what's
clearly.
what's the downside to the controller? Is it just slower?
Well, because mouse
Yeah.
is point and click, so basically you just
you
it's
have like
it's
more
just-
precise
Oh,
aim,
Yeah,
I
pretty
understand.
much. Whereas
But-
console, you have like your only like your axes.
You know
and
what's
everything.
very not good?
Go on.
What?
So when I was playing StarCraft, I was playing it on a laptop with like just the laptop little
So you're using the
Awful.
trackpad.
Yeah, the
trackpad.
trackpad.
Horrific.
Yeah, that made that game significantly
I'd
harder.
imagine
Did any of you ever play what was that game called? Snood?
No.
Snood?
What- yeah, where it's like it's basically like I don't know, like those games where you have to like match the images, like you shoot something at another image, and if it's like all squares, the squares disappear.
No.
Then you get like a circle, and you have to shoot it at like the circles.
No, I don't think I played that.
Do you guys know what I'm talking about though?
No.
Like that
No,
kind
not
of
at
game.
Like
all.
a match 3 kind of game.
Yeah. Where like you have to clear the screen of all the stuff on the on it, and if it reaches the bottom, then it's like reverse Tetris.
Okay. I don't know about this specific
Right, but I
one,
just mean
but
that idea in general.
Yeah,
Like
so
Brick
I-
Breaker?
Kind of. Yeah.
Like
I
you get like
guess.
the little thing on the bottom, and then you got the ball. And then you
Yeah,
gotta, like,
but
hit-
instead of like just shooting the ball and it has to get rid of all the bricks, you have to like match the color brick.
Oh no, I don't think I've ever played
I
that.
played a game where you just match the colors, but like
Yeah, it's same kind of
Okay.
premise. Anyway, like
Sure.
my dad used to have way back when I was a kid, like he had this old ass like work laptop and he had that game on it. And you know the old laptops that used to have like that little like trackpad thing in the middle of the keyboard?
Yes.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
all that computer had to play that
Oh,
game
that's
on.
horrific.
And so I just have to used to do that thing.
Oh.
That thing fucking sucked. I don't know who thought that was a good idea for like
A psychopath, honestly.
It was the worst,
That
dude.
sounds horrific.
when I was a kid, we had a Dell laptop that had the little
the nipple.
Yeah,
the
the
little
nipple.
nipple.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we used to play
Thing was
roller.
abrasive as fuck.
Oh my
It
god, it
sure
was
was.
horrible.
Yeah.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, like
chafed
on
my fingertip
long
on
car
that.
rides with this Dell laptop.
Okay.
But really, I think I was too young. I had to only been like 5, so I like did not understand these concepts. So I would watch my brother play, except he didn't want to make an enjoyable roller coaster theme park experience. So
Was
he would
it a
make, like,
murder?
Yes.
I was just gonna say.
It's one or
After
the
you
other.
finish your
There's no
story.
in
Yeah, no.
between.
Like they would just like fly off into like the fucking ether.
Yeah, the way you play.
And
was
then
about
you
to say,
see
I
like
feel
the guests, they're all like throwing up and like angry faces and
Yeah.
unhappy.
and then you have the one nice roller coaster in the corner. It's like, yay.
Yeah.
You have the teacups.
I feel like your psychological profile is defined by what you used to do and build in Roller Coaster Tycoon when you were a child. Because like I know multiple people who used to play that game as a child and made like murder coasters, where like it would just be like the tallest you could hit until you get the skybox, and then they would just drop and then fly off. Like there was no other like loops. It was just like up, down, up, and then there was no track here, so they would just fly off and kill everybody.
Yeah.
And they are psychopaths today.
So there's like twofold where it was like I do that for like the first time just because I thought it was funny, and then my OCD would take over where I'm like, no, it needs to be complete. I need this
needs to be
all to
loop
work
de-loops.
well and look nice. So
Yeah.
like, but then the console with Throwville off the rails where you could do exactly that, where you could end, but you built it into the ride. So like it would go off the rails and then like everyone would get a parachute. It was like that was part of the ride experience. And so I was like, great, now I solved both of the problems. I could throw people off the coaster
Not
and get a
fucking
successful
murderer.
ride. Yeah. So it was like, great, now I'm making money and I can progress in the game with also throwing people off coasters.
Yes, of course.
Do you guys remember like those like parking lot carnivals? Like the one that they have.
Oh
at
yeah,
the
we used to
mall?
have those in
Yeah.
in like the field in the middle of our town.
Oh, yeah, we have
You
some.
slide down, they had like fucking punching bags or whatever. Down the
Yeah,
slide
we got
and
one in the
just
field
knocking
next
stuff
to a
out.
church in my town.
So when you said like throwing the people off the rides, I just have this distinct memory. There's this one ride where like you go inside and there's like mats up against the wall.
The Gravitron.
Yeah, and it like
Oh.
spins around. And
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like,
I was just gonna say, do you guys have Starship 3000? Because that's called Starship 3000 at my carnival.
I don't know what
I've
they
only
call
known
it.
it
known it
dope
as
as fuck.
Gravitron.
I
I've
think
only
that's
known
what
it
I
as
know it
as.
Cyclotron.
Oh, okay. Starship 3000
thing.
is like you get like this black diamond shaped thing, and you go in, and it's like 70s lighting. It looks like a ride like right out of the 70s.
Oh, they had that at the. They don't have this anymore. Did you ever go to the horror thing?
The horror thing.
I don't want to give too many details because obviously people can Google it and
Wait,
At,
can
like-
she say the name and you bleep it out so I can
At Six
get an
Flags?
idea?
no.
Is it scary?
Yeah.
I don't like haunted houses or.
Oh yeah, the whole point of it was to be scary.
Yeah,
but
no, I don't
they
like
had the expensive one, which is the one you're talking
Oh,
about.
Starship 3000.
You're definitely talking about the metal one that like
yeah, the
just-
one that
yeah,
you feel
yeah.
like it's gonna break at any
Yes.
second.
Looks
so
like
you're
a
gonna-
fucking Russian
Yeah,
torture
yeah.
device
No,
over
you
here.
literally like.
But all of those rides at those carnivals look like they're gonna break at
No,
all
but
times.
this
Oh, yeah,
one in
1,000,000%.
particular, like the one that they used to have in like the mall parking lot, was so bad because not only would it wasn't like a subtle like, oh, you're slowly like going up. It was like boof, slam the back of your head
We,
into these like concrete foam mats.
Yeah.
we had
Brain damage.
one year as a kid. You know the ride that like it goes up and everyone's in individual chairs and it spins, where like it
Oh,
does-
and
you
then it comes out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had one of those where like people were on it and in one year one of the chairs broke off. Nobody was
Fuck
on the
off.
chair, but that chair snapped and went flying out, and everyone just went, "All right, just gotta avoid that ride forever."
Oh my
That's
God.
so scary.
Horrific.
Yeah. So
Did it hurt anybody when it like snapped off?
No, it hit a tree.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And so like, you know, those rides, I mean, you know, next year went on it anyway, but like those rides are always sketchy as shit. You know, you get on them knowing you have a chance of
You
dying.
know what's a sketchy ass ride? Have you ever been to Coney Island?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have like that.
The Cyclone is great if you're going to say the Cyclone
No,
isn't
no, no.
great.
It's that like pirate boat that like swings like this.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. We had that, but it was like a Sphinx.
So
It was like Egyptian
I
themed,
went
it was
on
like a
a
Sphinx.
ride in that
Your-
same
Your
like
carnival just sounds expensive.
boat
No, it really
style.
wasn't.
You had the better versions.
I went on a ride that was that same kind of like boat style swinging, except
Yeah.
this was like a budget carnival.
Oh god.
At Coney Island?
No, not at Coney
Oh,
Island.
oh.
That
I
was
was
just
gonna say,
the
isn't Coney
closest,
Island's
like-
carnival,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
renowned?
example. I think this one was like somewhere in more like upstate, and I was like 10 years old, but it was like a budget carnival essentially. It was fucking in the middle of the woods. I don't know. And
Okay.
they had one of those.
That sounds like the start of like a horror movie, just a random circus in the middle
Yeah,
of the
there's
woods.
just a random carnival setup. Definitely a horror movie.
Come play with us, Sage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
just you're walking through the woods and all of a sudden you see the neon lights of a carnival and you're like, huh, and that's where all the kids go missing.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking avoid that.
But
Yeah.
they had the swinging boat ride, except it was like, I don't think it had like straps. Like you didn't get like strapped
Oh.
into
Hello?
the
Oh,
bench.
okay.
You were just kind of there.
What?
I don't remember ever being strapped into that ride.
No, I
But-
always thought you just kind of like lock in yourself.
I don't remember.
I don't know, but maybe they had like the overbar.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
not sure. But the ride, like I never went on it because I'm a scaredy cat and I don't like rides. But it was like it would come up so high that like if those people had nothing to hold on to at the top, right out.
Right. Well, it's like the roller coasters when the bars fail and then people are hanging upside down when they're doing the loops and shit.
Ugh.
Hate that shit.
See,
but
this is why I don't ride roller coasters.
I don't
now,
like
roller
rides
coasters are
either.
fun as hell, dude.
I don't
No.
like rides.
I
I'm not a ride
hated
guy.
I
roller
like
coasters
rides.
for so long because of Final Destination, and then I got over it when we.
I was
wouldn't-
the opposite. I
went
used to
Disney.
like roller coasters as a kid. And then I went to Universal when I was like 8, and I was too short for all of the rides, and I got really mad, and I had to go on the fucking teacups with my mom like a loser, and then I never rode a roller coaster again.
Roller coasters are
doesn't
great.
sound
dude.
right.
Yeah, no. But like, we had one of like our carnival. It's not a ride, so like I don't know what to call it. Just like I guess attractions
Okay.
was what I was saying. Like so it was like a maze, but the maze beat the shit out of you. Basically,
What?
like so like you'd be going through
Fucking-
these.
Oh, was
things.
it? Is it one of the inflatable ones?
Yeah, like where shit like come out and hit you, and like.
But it's the
yeah, like-
inflatable,
yeah,
Oh, like
like
Wipeout?
not.
Yeah, I guess. But
Not
like it was
hurt
all like
you.
in a building.
Oh, and it has like pegs and stuff
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
like from everywhere.
And yeah, so like, and then like you'd be like crawling through certain things.
Like it's an
and then-
obstacle course.
Not really. It was
Oh.
more just a maze that beat you up
Then
than
I
an
don't know.
obstacle
That
course.
sounds like an obstacle course.
But it really wasn't. Like,
You just walked through and
No,
you
like,
just
'cause
got
there-
punched
there was no,
over and
like-
over.
Yeah, there was just like obstacles in the way, and I had to like
Because when I-
I had to overcome them.
Because
like,
when I think obstacle course, I think like like you have to be like jumping across shit and whatnot.
Oh,
it was just shit
like
hitting
Ninja
you.
Warrior.
Yeah,
Remember
like,
that show? That show
yeah.
rocked.
That show's
it's
still
still
on.
going.
But it's like American Ninja Warrior.
There's,
you know?
I mean, there's both.
There's still Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, but
Really?
it's still
Is
there.
there?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But like, anyway, at the end of it was always the worst because everything was like inflatable.
Big
But then
man
the
came
no,
and
because but then
beat
the
you up.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of you.
Stole your money.
Give me your lunch money,
Stole,
kid.
stole your,
7'1" gigantic man. Just
stole your like
kicking the shit out of you.
$2.05 you had as a kid. But no. So it was like it ended with a big ass slide that like went into punching bags. So like you went
That
down.
doesn't sound like nice and soft to fall into.
It isn't. That's what I'm saying. That was the worst part.
What kind of
Why
fucking
did you
carnival did you
choose
go
to
to?
do this?
The only way to get out was by going down the slide, and you go down this really
Yeah, but
tall
why
slide.
did you go in?
Because we were kids. It's fun.
Yeah, you
It's
idiot.
stupid. Yeah, kids are stupid.
You are stupid.
Yeah, but it was like a thing every kid did. But and then like it was a really tall slide that you gained a lot of fucking speed on, and then you slammed into punching bags that were like face level, and you just fucking like knocked yourself out. And then of course you'd get up and be like, yeah, that was fun. Let's do it again. And you're like
The missing
bleeding.
teeth. Yeah.
They're carting kids away.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Get this kid on an IV drip stat. He went down the fucking slide again. Like,
Speaking
Yeah, I
of
don't-
slides, the one where you would sit on like the potato sack,
Uh-huh.
and if your skin like yeah, like even
God,
the
yeah.
even
it'd,
the
like, peel
tiniest
off and
bit,
shit.
yeah.
It was awful.
Well, like the forever at our school, we used to have the metal slide.
Oh, not the metal
like,
slide.
It would just be insanely hot, and you just rip your skin off every
Yeah.
time you went down it. And that was like fun for whatever reason.
So at my elementary school, we had the tube slides where they're like fully covered.
Did you used to go down them and touch people and shock them?
No, but
used
we
to do
used
that.
to climb up it.
Oh yeah. 100%.
I'm pretty sure.
I just remembered a story that I have to tell after
I'm
you're
pretty
done.
sure Colin and I both had like negative brain cells in elementary school.
Still
Every
do.
kid does.
No, but like especially like I feel like our playground was like pretty lit, and
Is lit still a word people use?
A billion
It's a
percent.
word
I still
I
use
still
use
it.
it.
Alright.
I don't know, but like it was pretty hopping. You know what I mean? And
Hopping, not
Alright.
popping like
Yeah.
some people
Let's
say.
go from like
hopping.
2000 slang to like 1950s
Yeah.
housewife slang. Yeah, okay, sure.
off
Jesus
the
fucking
chain,
Christ.
as the kids say.
Ah, yeah,
Yes.
it's hopping over here at the sock hop. Boy, howdy, am I going to get a pop and share this with my betrothed?
My picture.
But I don't know why, but it was like our group of friends, we just wanted to climb things, but like opposite of how you were meant to.
Uh-huh.
So instead of like
You were the bad kids.
no, we were fucking idiots, and we would constantly like, fall off shit. And for some reason, the playground was instead of like dirt or sand underneath, was wood chips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ours was
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
100%.
It's just, like,
This
the
is
most
not an
That's
out of this
what
world
it-
thing.
uncomfortable shit in the world.
That's what it used to be, and then they moved on to
Like gravel.
yeah,
Oh.
but
Oh,
then
that's
they moved
worse.
on to that like soft concrete. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, like
about?
the stuff that like tracks are made out of. Like
Worse.
Rubber?
No,
Is it
like
rubber?
tracks, like
yeah, like tracks.
yeah, running track.
Running
Not
track.
as nice. It definitely cost less.
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess.
definitely.
But
yeah,
you
I
were
used to
saying-
climb all that shit. Like, the first bone I broke was, you remember those, you remember those, like, the ladders, but they were, like,
Like this?
it was, like, every other. It was, like, on one side, then the other side.
I have a story to tell about that at Chuck E. Cheese.
Hold on, I want to tell my story.
Okay,
I want to
okay,
tell my
okay.
story.
Okay.
About, well,
Wait,
yeah,
you
for
didn't
so
finish
good.
yours.
I think that was it.
That was fine. It's fine.
No, what was the
Were
point?
you going up the slide?
Yeah,
and somebody
climbing
went down
up.
it? Is that what the story was?
No, the story was one time I decided because we would climb not inside the slide,
Oh, outside.
on the outside because they had like these plastic like joint
Right.
pieces so you could grab
Yeah,
onto
yeah.
them. And so I was climbing up it and I got like almost to the top and someone like decided to jump and slide down. And so they jumped, hit the base of the slide super fucking hard, and I was like,
Awesome. Fuck yeah.
Incredible.
Rules.
Real quick, just to circle
Go
back
ahead.
to that. I like it was in like preschool, and like I was at the top, and somebody like shoved me, and I fell, and like the like my funny bone basically just hit every single thing all the way down, and then I slammed into the ground and like fucked up my shoulder and broke my bone like right here.
Ew.
And so that was like the first thing I did. I also fell on the playground. You know how the like the gate where like it's like a the floor of the like jungle gym is kind of like a fence, like an interlocked fence.
Yeah.
But it's like covered in whatever that plastic is or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Also, they were like, yeah, it just rained, but go out, have fun. And those things have no traction. Ran up the stairs, slipped, slammed my chin into it, and ripped my chin open. I got a free metal detector out of it as a don't sue us, please.
Metal detector?
Yeah, my school gave my family a metal detector as a gift to me,
Here,
so they didn't sue.
Instead of us giving you a settlement, you find your own damn gold.
What?
Pretty much. They were like, "Hey, please don't sue us. Here's a gift for your son."
But why
So
a
you're
metal
all telling-
detector?
Stupid.
You're all
They
telling
someone must have gotten that as a bad Secret Santa gift
Yeah,
or
right, it was just
something.
like, yeah,
they
give this fucking little
they
shit
kept
the
it
metal
in a
detector.
closet, and then
Yeah.
they were like, "Here you go, don't
Let this
sue
little
us."
shit find his own settlement. Who fucking cares? Anyway, you guys are all telling stories about how you hurt yourselves. I'm going to tell you guys a story about how I hurt another. in
Oh,
high
good.
Oh, awesome.
So it was like 5th grade. Did you guys ever have field day?
It was 5th grade.
Yes,
I killed
every
a man.
every
Yeah.
year we had field day.
You had
It
field
was
day, right?
fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
All right, cool. So field day ruled, right? At
Yes.
every school, right? So we had all these things, and we had like a pretty huge like field at our school that we could like do all these activities there. And the one, that I hurt somebody on by accident was the potato sack race.
Uh-oh.
So my school did something a little different, where I don't know if it's different, but like you're supposed to go into like. Maybe this is just the way I did it, but they gave us like a huge potato sack, like a burlap sack,
Right.
and you're supposed to go in it with somebody, right?
Oh, 2 people?
Oh,
supposed
yeah,
to
it was
be
like
two people,
it was
right?
a tandem one. Okay.
Okay, cool, yeah. So
Some do that. Some just
so
have
it
the
was
one.
me,
Yeah.
right? It was me, and as a child, I was a pretty hefty child. I was also a little tall for my age, so I was like fat and tall, right? So it was like awful combination. So they paired me up with the smallest fucking girl in the grade,
Oh no.
right?
Throwing this
Because my gym teacher thought it'd be fucking hilarious, right? Like I didn't think that, right? At the time, I was just like, okay, girls are
100%
girls.
that
so
man
I'll
was
do it.
like, "Oh,
Yeah, he
this
was
is
like,
gonna be funny."
he went to the other teachers. He was like, "You know, it'd be so fucking funny. It'd be so funny." So,
Yo,
so
watch
he's like,
this.
Yeah, he's like, "Yo, watch this." So he's like, "All right, Anthony and I forgot what her name was. Anthony and blank. We're gonna go into the sack and race together." And we're like, "Okay." So it's our turn to go, and there's like us, and then there's 3 other contestants. It was like a four place race or whatever. So the guy, he's like, "All right, go," and then we start, and like here I am, just like sack up to my nips, just like this little girl is literally like in the sack, like inside of the potato sack, right? So I'm like hopping. I'm like, "You okay?" She's like, "Yeah." It's like I got a mini me with me, right? So I'm like jumping, and then I trip a little bit, and my knee goes like face.
Where did the knee go?
Just like into her face.
in her- But the worst part is, it knocked her out.
Oh
So here I am carrying dead weight.
no! Oh no! You still did the race?
'Cause I didn't-
Wait, oh, you didn't know she knocked out. Okay. I thought you were like, I gotta finish
I thought my
anyway.
knee hit like my hand or some shit.
But you didn't
actuality,
feel anything
Here
in
I
your
am.
hips.
No, here I am, just like, and I look to the side and I'm just dragging a corpse. I'm just dragging a corpse across the field. And I stopped, right? Because I was
I like to think you were just like, "Well, gotta keep going. I got the rest
No.
of the
gotta win.
I continued for like 3 more hops, and I was like, "Wow, this is getting really hard." And then I looked over, and there's a dead child next to me,
Oh no!
and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I guess the gym teacher saw it because he's like, "De Janeiro, get off the field!" Oh my god! He's like, "What did you do?" And I'm like, I didn't know. And so so eventually we stopped the race, right? We lose obviously because I couldn't finish the race because I was carrying 50 pounds of dead weight behind me. And she's like, And she's like, what happened? And he's like, well, I don't know, you kind of fell asleep during the, like, you just, you kind of
fell asleep. Not he got a knee
She
to
was
the
like,
fucking
oh,
face.
she was like, oh, okay. As her nose is like over here. Like, so no, it wasn't. But like, and she's like, my head really hurts. He's like, yeah, you fell asleep. You should go to the nurse. And here I am, just like tooth in my knee, like fucking just sitting there, just like shell shocked that I just obliterated this child by accident.
Did you ever tell her?
No.
I like that the gym teacher's like, you just fell asleep. Turns out you're narcoleptic. Sorry.
No, straight up. The girl like now is like 25 years old. She's like, oh man, I'm just narcoleptic now. She's like not even like narcoleptic. She just falls asleep at random because of that one incident.
Stumbles upon this podcast and she's like, that son of a bitch.
Holy shit.
I've been lied to.
Can you believe that? But no. Yeah, so she ended up going to the nurse, and then like the next day she was like completely fine. But yeah,
Incredible.
I'll never forget just dragging like a corpse behind me. As, like,
Did you guys ever do the giant parachute thing? You like threw it up and
but
then
wait,
sat under
I
it?
didn't tell my story.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
been waiting very patiently. Okay, so the triangle steps, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so to preface this, as a kid, I was a liar, right?
As a kid, I was a liar.
I was a dirty crook as a kid.
I used to lie a lot.
Pathological.
No. And I would make up stories to make me seem more entertaining. And I, for the longest time, thought this was one of the stories that I made up. Like, I thought this was something that I made up just to sound cool, whatever the fuck I was doing, right? And a couple years later, my mom brought it up. And I was like, that was real. That's something that actually happened to me. So I just wanted to start it off with that I actually did find out that this happened to me, because for the longest time I was like, why the fuck did I make that up? Like, that's such a weird thing to like, fucking make up. Like, definitely deep rooted issues. But okay, so I was at Chuck E. Cheese, right? And so I was very scared of Chuck E. Cheese, because he's horrifying.
Charles Entertainment Cheese, yeah, of course.
Yes.
I was terrified of him.
Charles Entertainment
That's his
Cheese.
name. Charles Entertainment Cheese.
You guys have been, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know how they'd have like the dance parties with like the tickets?
Yeah. With,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
where you
he'd
get
come
no
out.
fucking tickets. Yeah.
But he'd come out and he'd dance with you and everything. So because I was scared of him, I didn't want to go to that. I didn't want to be around it. I was there for like a birthday party for some fucking loser kid in my class. Whatever. And so I was standing off like by myself, didn't go up to like the front for this, dance party and whatever the fuck I'm doing. And I get a tap on my shoulder and I turn around and it's just fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
Asserting dominance.
Hello.
T-posing.
Talk to me because he saw I was like this one fucking lowly ass child, like not.
She was trying to be like a good
Yes.
person.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this kid's being abandoned.
Yeah,
Like,
and to come over, I guess, to try and get me to the dance. I don't know, but I freaked the fuck out and I kicked him. I was so scared.
just like kick him in the shin.
Yeah. And
This is fucking kneecapped Chuck E. Cheese.
and whoever the fuck was in this costume got so fucking angry.
Yeah, I mean, you go over to like a lonely kid and you're like, oh, I'll try to make her happy. And just get fucking kicked in the
Just fucking, I wish somebody would come and play with me. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
And so,
Just deep voice.
so I start running, and he's screaming, and he's
like, fuck you, kid.
to get back there, and
You snot-nosed punk.
and he starts running.
Still like full Chuck E. Cheese garb.
Oh, my God.
And the giant fucking jungle gym. I'm booking it to the jungle gym, and I see the triangles. And I just fucking book it in there, and this man fucking dives to get.
Oh, my God.
This man was on a mission.
Jesus Christ.
So fucking angry, and mind you, I did
What
not.
was he gonna do? You think you can get away with this, you
No,
little?
I don't know what he wanted. Like I just made. I don't know if I just kicked really fucking hard.
I was
and he
gonna say, like, how hard could you have kicked that man for this
Yeah,
to be
Jesus
worth
I
it?
don't know,
Christ.
but like I don't remember it totally because again I thought I made this up. Like I just had forgotten it, and then years later my mom brought it up, and then she was like, "Yeah, that he definitely got fired for that." Like I can't believe Chuck E. Cheese would let someone with anger issues work there.
I wish you could like go to that Chuck E. Cheese and be like, yo, do you still have like video cameras from like 20
Yeah,
years
really
ago?
nice.
I don't know
incredible.
which year it is, but I was maybe like 6 or 7. Could you try it?
Just a video of you, a little girl just running.
Just absolutely booking it like
The guy
her
in
life
the fucking
depends on-
Chuck E. Cheese.
But I just remember kicking the fucking head because I was like, get away.
Oh my god!
It's like a scene out of Five Nights at Freddy's, just like the
Really?
fucking like just pops up.
Get out of here!
Incredible.
Holy
Kicking
shit!
this man in the fucking head.
I haven't. Yeah,
Here's-
he came after me. I didn't
There's
remember
a-
the story for so long, but then you brought up the triangles, and all of a sudden it just
I just-
dawned on me. Yeah, I haven't thought about that story in like 10
There's
years.
a video of so Charles Entertainment Cheese streams. So
Just don't expect it.
Every time.
Oh my god.
So Chuck E. Cheese has a Twitch channel, right?
He does.
Because of course he does. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Does he play video games?
yeah, he plays video games, but
Wait,
it's the puppet.
Wait,
It's a
oh,
puppet.
okay, it's not
Oh.
like that, like fucking new bootleg 2D Chuck E. Cheese.
No,
is
no,
it?
no. It's like an actual puppet.
Okay.
It's like a puppet somebody's controlling, and like I guess somebody
Like
off screen is like
by
playing.
Chuck E. Cheese?
What?
Like licensed by
Yeah,
Chuck
no,
E.
it's
Cheese?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh,
Like it's
okay.
the official Chuck
It
Charles
is
Entertainment
Charles.
Cheese channel.
It is Charles.
It's the official Charles Entertainment
Cheese.
Cheese Twitch channel. And so I guess it's like some guy's like controlling him with like a fucking I don't know hand or whatever, and then I guess somebody's like playing off screen because what's really funny about it is that like he's like obviously like a puppet, but like the person that's playing it like fucking rules at video games, and it's really funny, right? So like there's one like 40-second clip on YouTube. If I find it, I'll put it in the I'll put it up as like a graphic or whatever. But there's like a 40-second clip of one of his. It's like a clip of his Twitch channel, and he's playing I think like Apex Legends, and like somebody in the chat is just like, "Hey Chucky, say poggers," and then like he's like playing, and it's like dead silent, and he goes, "Someone," he reads off the username. Someone said, "Say, oh okay." Poggers, and then but he says that, and then he goes poggers, and then he's like, for like 20 seconds.
Why
He's
did
like,
they choose
I'm
to
serious.
do that?
He's like,
Ew.
it's awful, but it's so fucking funny.
All right.
He's like poggers.
I hate that.
I can't wait for that to
like
be
the guy
clipped from
behind
you.
the thing is like trying, yeah, right, just like me doing that. But like the guy is like, fuck. I guess the guy like was trying not to laugh or something after he said it because like it's like a straight like 25 seconds of him just like doing that sound into the mic, and then it just cuts away, and it's horrifying.
That's-
I love it.
It's so funny.
Hilarious. I'm trying to like think. I don't think I really went to any like mascot related places like Chuck E. Cheese or anything. Like I mean, like I've been to them, but I don't think I really ever went for like a party or
That
anything
was
like that.
every single in the neighborhood I lived in. Everybody just went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
to
I
a lot
went
of
to a
birthday
lot
parties
of
at Chuck E.
roller
Cheese growing up.
skating birthday parties.
Nope.
Really?
No.
I think the
I think that
first.
was like
Most of the
one.
birthday parties
or
I
it
went
was
to-
bowling.
Oh my god! I just
I
reminded me of a
had
story.
some bowling.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, please.
I was gonna say like most parties I feel like I remember were like at people's houses and they had like pinatas and shit. That was most of
That
the
was
birthday
the
parties
couple.
I
I've
went
been to a
to.
couple of those too. But there was this place that opened up in my neighborhood called Extreme Parties with an X. So yeah. So I decided to have my birthday party there one day because my mom and dad were doing like research. I think it was like my, I don't know, like 8th or 9th birthday party. And so they were like, yeah, invite your friends. We're going to go to Extreme Parties. And apparently like they did like laser tag and like pseudo paintball
Ooh,
and
did
shit.
laser tag a few times.
Yeah,
Laser tag is a bomb.
Laser tag is
Yeah.
still
Laser tag
fun.
was the best.
I would
kind
play
of
laser
birthday.
tag now.
Yeah, laser tag is still
100%,
fun.
dude. I'd go so
great.
hard for laser tag. Like
Awesome.
the Family Guy skit where like Peter's weirdly athletic when it comes to laser tag.
What?
You know what I'm talking about? No?
I've never seen
It's
that.
like it's just all of them like standing there like the friend group, and then Peter's like running on the ceiling and like doing like flips and shit and like killing everybody.
Oh my god. But there was so Extreme Parties opened up and like every kid wanted their fucking birthday party there, right? So they did like this thing where you had like pseudo paintball where you had like this gun and there was like a big bar on top of it and you would like load like the balls into there, but they wouldn't give you armor or anything. And the guy was like, "What?"
Nice.
Yeah. And the guy was we're all like 9 years old, right? So so the guy there, like the host or whatever, is like demonstrating. He's like, "All right, you fucking snot-nosed idiots. All right, here's the deal. You got this gun, right? And you got this bar on top of it. So all the balls go in and shit." And he was like very disinterested. He was like, "Yeah, all the balls go in, and then you just shoot each other. Watch, it doesn't even hurt." And then he takes the gun and he points it right at my stomach, and he shoots me 4 times.
Oh my God.
In the stomach. And he's like, "See, it doesn't hurt." And I'm like, I'm just like
I've been had.
I'm like keeled over, and like all my friends are like,
I was gonna say, just the one shot just immediately.
they're like, "It doesn't hurt." So then, as we're playing this paintball game, right? So he's like, "All right, so here's what's gonna happen. All the lights are gonna shut off, and there's gonna be a lot of lights, neon lights, and whatever." So he starts, and then like this fucking intense music comes on. And everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we got to split into teams and shit." All right, so 8 and 8, blah. There we go. So they had like these like big mats that we would use as cover and stuff like that. And it was weird because you weren't allowed to cross over into the other player's line. So like, imagine it was like this table, right? So it was like it was like my team, and then
That's how
another
paintball
team.
works. You can't cross a line.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it was, I didn't know that at the time because I was 9 years old. But there was my team, and then there was the other team, right? And then there was like 3 mats and 3 mats, and then there was like a big white line in the middle, right? So literally all everybody did during the game was just like kind of like stand behind the mats and shoot. And here I am, not even participating, just fucking.
Just dying.
For like 10 minutes, as long as the
Are you?
game lasts, I'm just. Oh!
Yeah, from those shots that didn't hurt.
Can't believe that man just fucking just poisoned.
I went to the bathroom after the game. Straight up, I went to the bathroom after the game, and I pulled my
Doesn't
shirt
even
off.
hurt.
He's like, "Guys, don't even worry, it doesn't even hurt." And I'm like, "Oh God, why?" I'm like screaming. I'm like, "That hurts so bad." And he's like, "What?" So
You're
I went to the
fine.
bathroom. I went to the bathroom after the game, and I pulled my shirt up. And
You
there's,
had
like,
welts?
Fucking 4 welts, like in a square, just like on my body, and I'm like. "Is this gonna go away?" Like,
And you know, like that was
And
probably
the point
like
of the
some
story
22-year-old
is he
kid.
still has it to this day.
Like, you know, that was like some 22-year-old kid who just fucking hated his life.
Yeah, like some
Oh,
summer
1,000,000%.
job, and he was like,
here I am
sucks.
with these little snot-nosed shits. Now I get to shoot one because they're annoying.
Yeah, but that means that he's definitely shooting a kid every single
Oh, 1,000,000,000%.
That's
Yeah,
how he takes
at
out
dinner
his
he's
anger.
like, "Yeah, I bet I shot more kids than you," and not in the fun way.
Yeah,
You know
you
what
know
I'm
that's like a
saying?
joke for him at some point, right? Like, "Hey guys, how many kids have you shot? Because I've shot so many." I got to a point where I could see how many times I would shoot them.
One kid at one in one go.
Yeah, there was like the one psychopath kid, and he's like, "Watch, it doesn't even hurt." And the kid's just like really fucking psychopath energy.
Like
just
it started off with like one time he shot a kid by accident, and he was like, "Oh, that shit was
he's like,
funny."
he's like, "That felt pretty good."
Yeah. He's just like, and then at some point he got up to 8. He would just shoot a kid 8 times.
Have you ever gotten shot with a BB gun?
I have.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts.
So
You mean in Colin's basement?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we
You
used
guys
to
used
get.
to shoot each other.
Yeah, we used to get drunk and shoot each other in the butts with the BB guns.
Awesome.
But
And
As you
Sage
do.
almost all of the time
Very
would
cool.
never shoot a person's ass right in the fucking back, and like every single time.
So-
and they'd be like, "Oh, Sage is shooting? No, I'm good."
one time I got Colin square in the back of the head,
Oh my God.
and he was.
How do you ass and you shoot him in the back of the fucking head? It doesn't even hurt.
They are like miles apart at that point.
And I got him once,
comparatively.
like, square center of his spine as well, which seemed very unpleasant.
Oh God, I like the only time we ever had like BB gun related stuff is like at one of my friends' houses. He used to have like a selection
of guns.
arsenal.
Yeah, and we used to just like shoot at each other, like didn't like because his backyard, he always had like construction shit around his house. I guess his dad either worked
Burying
construction.
bodies.
Or was in the mob.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or like they were just always doing construction on their house. Maybe I don't know, because his house has changed a lot like over years. And so like we'd like just there'd be like mounds of dirt, like fucking like excavators, like dump trucks and shit. We'd be like climbing all up in this shit and like taking cover and whatnot. And I remember one time he had like this like one really old shotgun that was like busted, and so you could keep like pumping it and it would keep putting more and more pellets into the barrel.
Oh god.
And so all of them were like in his garage hiding, and because sometimes we would just do like 1v everyone, and so they were all in the garage, and I'm just fucking pumping this thing the entire time, and then I just turn into the garage and fire, and you just hear, and you just everyone go, fuck, and it just went off every
Ricochet
surface and hit
across
all of them, and they all just were like, all right, we're out, and I was like, this is the greatest moment of my life, I've peaked. I knocked like 7 people out in one go. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
My life will never be as good.
Incredible.
Oh my god.
I never did paintball though.
I've never done
Like
paintball.
I've
done
shot
paintball.
people. Like I've been shot with paintball and like shot at people with them because I knew people that had them. But I
Right.
never like went to like a paintball. Like
I did that
place.
once. I did it in the Poconos.
Oh yeah.
How was
It always seemed like it'd be fun.
I was
though.
scared,
Oh.
and I just kind of
It's
hid,
terrifying.
I will say
Just cat like
like because it was an outdoor one in like the woods. So I think I found like a little hidey ditch, and there was like
hole?
there was like a little spot where I could stick my gun, and I just stayed there the entire time.
you were like, no one will
I
get
will
me.
say that
Yeah.
there are like some really cool like airsoft places that are like that look like abandoned towns and shit and like
Oh,
whatnot.
that's
They, like,
cool.
I really want to go to like one of those. Except the people that do that, like take it super seriously.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
like fucking Kevlar. And
Right,
Like,
yeah, like they're in like the whole get up.
like,
and,
code name, like Spider Monkey. I'm moving in. I'm moving up a link.
But like that shit looks like it'd be so fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I would want to do that going into it thinking I'm gonna be like super serious, I'm gonna be really good at this, and then the second I start I'm gonna be like,
I will say I like on TikTok sometimes I stumble across like airsoft TikTok, I guess.
Airsoft.
And sometimes there's like I'll run into this dude who will go into airsoft games and he won't bring a gun, but he'll just bring like a bag of pellets and he'll just grab a handful and throw them at people just to see if they like actually are like give up. So it's like him just standing there and he's like, oh, there's someone in that room. Just grabs and goes, pellets. He throws it at people and they just go, oh, fucking really? And he's like, yeah, man, pellets. And I'm like, that just seems like it'd be hilarious.
I love
Pocket
it.
sand.
My friend also had one of those like airsoft grenades. You like
What?
fucking throw it and you throw it into a room and it would just explode pellets everywhere.
Oh my god.
Dude, there's some fucking
I didn't even know those
insane
were real.
shit. Yeah, dude, there's insane shit. Like there's like I know at one point one of my friends had like a remote control helicopter that he fit with like an airsoft gun that
What?
he could shoot from it. Yeah.
That feels like
Hello?
it's cheating.
It was cool though.
It's just an airstrike. It's just drone striking.
Yeah,
the
dude.
field.
Just bring out the fucking helicopter and just shoot people from it. It was fucking awesome. We all hated it because we'd always lose, but like,
Yeah,
it
it
was
seems
great.
like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but it was cool.
Oh my god.
yeah, but it was fucking cool.
It was
Yeah,
alright, it was
you know,
alright,
as a
it
kid,
was
the rule cool makes more sense than anything else. You know,
Mm.
or like that, like you go into a basement, like my basement or one of my friends' basements. We used to just like play tag, but playing tag in the dark. In a basement, so you just turn off all the lights, you can't see
that's
shit, and you just fucking run
Yeah,
around
yeah,
the
that's
room.
really fun.
And then, of course, at some point, you just hear the "oh fuck" because you just fucking ran into a table or like
Yeah, you like
fucking
poof
fall-
into the
yeah.
wall.
Like the amount of times, like you know that big ass metal table I had in my basement,
No.
the stone one, like stone and metal.
No.
No, all right. Well, thing's fucking a billion pounds, and you just run into that all the time.
Ow.
You'd slam into it like, and if you didn't fall face first onto it, like you just slammed your leg and just were like limping for the rest of the week.
I used to be so good at hide and seek when I was a kid.
Is it because no one wanted to find you?
No, because I was
Aw.
my brothers were much bigger than me, so they couldn't fit into the really small places. And one time I fit into our linen closet in our bathroom, which is like, I don't know, maybe like this big, right?
Uh huh.
And then it's shelves, and then there's like this much space between the shelves and the door, and I just kind of like squeeze myself in there. I literally was standing there for like maybe an hour.
Did they just give up?
No, they were still looking for me until an hour later. Then they gave up and they were like, "All right, we can't find you. Please come out."
Did you guys ever do like the neighborhood-wide manhunt game?
Yes.
Those were my favorite growing up.
Greatest
What was
days.
it?
Those
What
are my
we played
favorite.
in high school? Assassin.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So in high school, who came up with that?
I have no idea. I just know it became a thing. What, junior year?
Yeah, I don't even know when. But we like organized this big group of people. And you would get, what was it, like 3 names of targets, and you had to Sharpie the back of their neck, and then they'd be out. And bless you.
Oh, thank you.
What else were the rules? I'm trying to think.
If
the one who tells us to
the
silence
one-
our
yeah,
phones.
really.
Off our
Hello?
me.
Wow.
Oh my god,
What?
it's
Oh,
a
again.
double?
Again.
Wow.
I'm
Boo.
sorry. I must have turned it on by accident when I turned on that
Wow.
flashlight. I know, I'm the worst.
Anyway, Kat, what were you saying?
I'm trying to think of what like the rules were.
No, I don't think you had to get anyone specific. It was a last man standing.
No, but it was that you had. I specifically remember having targets, like specifically. It wasn't anybody
Oh.
that you saw.
Oh, wait.
Also, I won.
Wait, was it targets and then
Throw
like
that in there.
whoever
Yeah.
remained of those people was last man standing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Of
that sounds right,
however-
'cause you
You'd
had to,
think
like,
with me winning, I'd remember
You'd
how
have
this
to,
went
like,
a little bit
eliminate
better.
competition because there also would be too big.
Did
of
you
a
guys ever
game.
have
Yeah.
like the thing? I don't know. Maybe it was just me, but as a kid, like every time you'd be playing like Manhunt or a game similar, like anytime you like found like a really good hiding spot, that was the moment where you're like, "Fuck, now I gotta go to the bathroom." Like,
Oh, yeah, of course.
yeah. Every time you're like, "Cool, I'm here," and it's like, "Fuck, I really gotta like."
Oh, I would just do it there. Like, fuck it, why not? You know?
But like every
Yeah,
time.
fuck this kid's boiler room.
Well, usually we weren't inside for one.
No, yeah, it was
my
a neighborhood
God,
wide.
Usually it was like, yeah, the entire neighborhood was the limits. It was like past this house you couldn't, like past these houses you couldn't go, but it was like
Yeah.
yards and stuff. Like I used to, because we used to have a pool in my backyard, and like so the deck was like raised up because it was an above ground pool, and so like I
you
used to
just
be able
go
to
under
like,
the
pull a
deck.
panel out and go under the deck, and like that used to be my spot. But every time you get into a spot and you're like, God damn it, now I gotta like fucking pizza, and then you're like, fuck, every time. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
No, my
You okay?
and I was very fortunate enough to grow up with all of my like best friends like all in like a circle, and our neighborhood was like a circle too. So like,
cul-de-sac.
no, it wasn't like a cul-de-sac. It was like there was the entryway to the neighborhood, like the entry street, and then it would just go all the way around, and there was like side streets and stuff. But like the main neighborhood was like a circle.
Okay.
So kind of it would just pretty much look like,
Gotcha.
and then
Of
like side
streets.
streets like going
Like
okay,
a
to,
sun.
like different. Yeah, pretty much. It was like a sun. And yeah, like we would just like play. You were only allowed to play in the circle, and that's it. You couldn't go past the gate entrance, and you couldn't
That
go to the side
shit was
streets.
so fun.
It was. I
dude.
miss those days, dude. I really do.
One time when I think I was like a freshman in high school, we were playing hide and seek at some kid's house, and he had this unfinished closet in his basement. So instead of it being like drywall on the walls, there was one section where it was like that puffy pink fiberglass.
The insulation.
Insulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like further into the closet where if you opened the door, you couldn't see like immediately that somebody was there. So I was like, oh, this is a great hiding spot. So I like shimmied my way
Oh no.
in between this.
You always didn't have many brain cells, huh?
Look. So I shimmied my way in there, and then I was just like, ha, no one will find me in here.
Why is it so hot in
And
here?
itchy.
No, I literally was standing there for like maybe 15 minutes. I was like, I am so fucking itchy. I need to go.
And then it stays with you for like days.
Yeah, it was not ideal.
Oh god, fiberglass shavings are the worst, dude. Ugh. Like doing insulation is always the worst every time.
Yeah.
I hate it. But like, yeah, because I remember you used to organize those days, and then you knew the kids you didn't like, the neighborhood didn't like. It's like you probably tried not to invite them.
Yeah.
And then like they'd
Oh,
show
yeah.
up anyway, and you just be like,
That's shit.
My skill was usually never like the hiding, because I usually found like the same couple spots, but it was always being able to get away from being tagged. Because then like that was always my skill, being able to like dodge people and get out of the fucking way.
Now, did you play with jails and bases?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah. There was like, wherever if you ran in and tagged the people, like, you get back out.
Yeah.
My one skill set for that game was always getting away from being tagged and getting the people in the base. That, like,
I was really good at doing jails too, like getting people out of jail.
So like, because what I used to do was me and one of my friends. A lot of times our plan was he would run out and then they would chase him and I'd run in and get him, or like it would just be like I would run over to where the jail was and then the guy would chase me and I'd just circle back around, tag everyone out while they were chasing me, and then all of us just run.
That rules.
Wait, do you
Fuck
guys
yeah.
remember that game? I think in primarily elementary school, it's like, it's not flag football, but it's like flag something, where it's two teams and you both have a flag, but it's the fucking ball, and then you want to get your flag is on the other opponent's side.
Capture the flag.
Capture the flag. Thank you so much.
Okay, I was like, for a
There's
second.
like a flag on the other side that you want to get for
Yeah,
your
some would
team.
say you have to capture it.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to go further into it because I was like, it can't be capture the flag. That's just who wouldn't know what capture the flag
Well,
is.
I also didn't think it was capture the. I definitely thought that it was something else
just
because I was
couldn't
like too simple.
I
It's
couldn't
gonna be
think of the
something
name
else.
in my head. But I just remember playing Capture the Flag, and I remember, like, because it was the same thing where you'd have, like, the jail, right? And I remember just feeling like such a badass when you would run behind the jail and you'd, like, tag all your people out.
Yeah. So did you guys have like the rope climbing parts of like gym in
No.
elementary school?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so we had like the regular, just like huge ass thick ropes that you had to like climb up and touch the ceiling, and then you got like to put your name on there or whatever. But we also had a cargo net, which was the thing was like you got to put your name on if you were the fastest, like if you had one of the fastest times, and it was like names that had accrued over like since they put the thing there.
Right.
And as a kid, I literally trained for this. I was like, I'm being the fastest
It's like
time.
7-year-old Michael doing
Yeah, yeah.
push-ups.
So the cargo net was made out of, the reason why there weren't a lot of name changes is because it was made out of that like yellow rope that shreds
that's
your
like,
hands.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so a lot of kids just didn't commit. And I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm
Were
doing
you allowed
this.
to wear gloves?
No.
Oh.
No. So I had gone up and down this thing so many times to try to beat a record that I one day I was like, I got this, and I was like, all right, coach, like Mr. Gym Teacher, let me do this. I got this.
Put
I had
me
asked
in,
this man
coach.
so many times. He was just fucking like annoyed. He was like, all right, fine, Kalani, but this is your last chance. I was like, all right, cool, awesome, got this. And then I went up so fast, my hands were bleeding. I got number one. My name is still there.
Wow.
I'm still in the fastest time on that cargo net.
Because nobody
since-
else wants to commit and have their
Probably.
hands bleed.
Yeah, they don't want to touch your fucking blood.
Literally,
It's still dried
yeah,
there
it's
to
still
this day.
still
Of
there to
Mike's
this
blood.
day. The top of the rope, there's just a bloody hand.
You little shit, see that?
Nobody's ever gonna beat it.
But
That's
yeah,
all me.
I
That's
literally-
all Mike.
I had to go
God
there.
bless him.
Yeah, I had to go there. For some, I don't even remember what the fuck it was, but like 3 years ago, maybe, like pre-COVID, and I was like, oh, like I should go check the gym. My name was still number one. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. The closest name that had changed was third place from like 2015. I was like,
Those
those kids are
schmucks.
lame as shit, dude.
Yeah, look at these schmucks.
I was like, I'm gonna die one day. My claim to fame is being number one, and I was net from elementary school.
Did you
He
guys,
was number one.
Did you guys have the presidential fitness test?
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys
Yeah.
had that? Yeah.
I think that's
my-
Was
a.
that in elementary school?
I think isn't
in
that
middle
isn't
school.
that- isn't
It's in
that
middle
every-
school.
Doesn't everyone have to do that?
No,
in
I
middle
think that's
school.
one of the state.
Oh, it's a
Oh no,
state
you're
thing?
a different state. Oh, so
And maybe
maybe
it's
it was a.
Oh, we had a fitness test in middle school.
I had to do mine in middle school.
Hey, Kieran. No. All
No.
right.
All right.
Yeah, we had to do one in
I
middle
don't know
school.
how he
Yeah,
doesn't hear
mine
that.
was
It
in-
echoes.
What I had to do, I always thought like my gym teacher was kind of an asshole because
Weren't they all?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. pretty
Because
No,
he
I
was
had
like-
nice
I-
things.
I-
he was
I-
like,
it
he was
depended.
like, you all better try your best.
You're either the
Middle
fucking
school
worst
sucked.
or like a good person.
Yeah,
There was no
school
between.
Gym teachers were the worst. My elementary school gym teachers were awesome.
He's like he was well. Here's the thing: not all of them were assholes, but he was an asshole. He wasn't an asshole, but he was an asshole about this particular thing because I guess he took it very seriously. Because he used to tell us that if you guys don't try, the president's gonna find out. So here I am, just like He's just like, you know, if you don't do one pull up, then Barack Obama is gonna be really disappointed. In you.
FBI,
And I
open
just
up.
imagine just fucking like I can't do a pull up and I get down and I'm just like so depressed that Barack Obama, I disappointed the president. Meanwhile, he's over there just like, Mr. President, we've received a letter from blank middle school that Anthony has not been able to do a pull up, and he opens it and he's like, well, it seems like this fat little boy is not moving on to the next level.
It's just Barack Obama
This is a fat
appears.
little boy.
He puts his hand on your shoulder. I'm disappointed in you, son.
Yeah, he appears to me as like a ghost in a vision, just like like you ever see friggin' Angels in the Outfield?
Yeah.
Like he appears out of my closet,
Yeah.
just like walks in, sits on the side of my bed, he's just like,
I
Anthony, I'm very disappointed in you. That's
could
like
do
my awful Barack Obama
basically every I could do basically all of the tests except for the stretching ones. I could not. You know how they
The
put that.
stretching one was the only one I was
I
You
was
good
know
at.
how
really
they
good
put
at
that
the
metal
stretching and the
board and
setup
you had to
one.
push the pencil or whatever.
Yeah.
Literally never could even touch the board. Like that, I am the least flexible person. Like I can't go past. Like I couldn't go past my knees.
I think the only thing I couldn't do was the pull up.
I could do.
Yeah,
the
I
pull-
can't
I couldn't do the
pull
pull
Well,
up.
all right. So did you guys? Because in our school, I remember like the girls just had to like they
Hang.
didn't- Yeah, hang. You
It
didn't
was
even have to do
hanging.
pull-ups.
Oh, I thought we had to do.
You really?
I
all you had to
think
do was
I
hang?
think
Yeah, for the girls only had to
I
hang.
think the strong girls tried doing pull-ups, but for weak little ass bitches like me, we
was like a minute, right?
Yeah. Well, whatever the
Like
fuck.
hang
I
for
don't
a
know.
minute?
Probably
No, I think
hung
it
there
was
for like
hang
maybe
for 10 seconds.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
quite a
say
bit.
I probably hung there for like maybe 10 seconds.
But
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
could never
we
do the
had to
pull up. I was
that,
really good at the stretching
mile.
and the sit up.
I was
right?
really good at. I was really.
I'm
good
gonna
at,
look it up. Hold
I was
on.
really good at pull-ups and then the shuttle run where you had to like go back and forth
Oh,
really
yeah.
Oh
fast.
yeah.
And then
Suicides.
until my ankles got really bad, and then I could barely do it. But like I used to take that shit as like a competitive thing. Even when my ankles got bad, I was like, no. I used to tighten my fucking shoes so tight because
It
that was like
so
my thing.
annoying.
Did you guys have to do the fitness gram pacer test?
Yep.
You didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
Really?
I did it.
Not that I remember. I know the meme about it, but I don't ever remember having to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe I did.
Anthony.
I do have.
We
shitty
had a group
memory.
of kids that would always
Never
get,
mind. I won't look it up. I don't have service.
Anthony, were you at the short
Oh,
house
here, I can
when
give
Alex
you
and
my
I did
Wi-Fi.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was last year.
Oh, it was last year.
That was my first short house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got to 69.
That's the thing, because every single time we had a group of kids in our middle school, and whenever we did that, there was always a group of kids that used to get out at 69, and like the gym teacher would always get really pissed off because he'd be like, "Oh, you guys didn't try. You're just getting out because it's the funny number," but he had no way to prove it,
Right.
right? Because like they were just like, "No, man, Mister,
I'm
whatever,
tired,
we're really
bro."
tired. Yeah, we're really tired. We just have to get out." And he's like, "Rrrr," and he could never do anything about it. And it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny.
As far as I remember, never had to do that. Like I have no memory
Did
of
you
having
have
to
the
do
mile?
that. Yeah, we had the mile.
Yeah, there was like some robotic
so
like
did it
Siri
replace
ass
the
voice.
mile? Did you do that instead of the mile?
Oh, we
No,
had
I
to do the
remember
mile too.
doing
No,
the
we had to do the
mile.
mile too.
Okay, so yeah, I don't remember that, but that also seemed like it was kind of the shuttle, but just like more like longer.
The
like
mile?
the shuttle. Yeah, no,
They
no,
took
no,
it. They took
pacer
out the
test.
presidential fitness test in 2013.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, it's
Fucking
long after we were out of middle school.
Lame. But I don't know, because like the shuttle run was like grab this fucking weight, bring it back.
No,
run back, and, like,
no, because the pacer.
It was on a
test-
racer.
Yeah,
Not
No, it was
weight.
like, for me it was
the
like a
pacer
2-pound weight.
test is about seeing.
We had like the dry
is, like,
racers.
endurance, seeing
No,
how
ours was weight.
long
What?
you can keep.
Yeah,
Your,
no, we never had that.
the
we
shuttle
had a
run is
2-pound weight for
about
us.
speed of how fast you can go back and forth.
Yeah, because as a kid, I used to be really fast.
Because
so, like, that was
the
my
pacer
thing.
test, you don't
I was
want
like
to go
Sonic
fast. You'll
fast.
run out of energy. It's
Yeah,
endurance.
we used to have like school wide races, and I used to like win most of them. And then we had a kid that transferred in that lived up the street from me, who fun little story to add on to this is the first.
There's resentment here.
No,
I know
no,
it.
no, no,
There's
no.
already resentment here.
So this kid moves into the block, right? And he's my age, he's in my grade, and we're like, let's be friends. We're friends, right? The first time this man like just moved in is now like coming over to my house, and I
He's
used to
like
have,
what, 12?
yeah, maybe younger. I used to have a bunk bed in my room because my room I grew up in was really small, so I needed a bunk bed basically to have shit in my
Right.
room. But like the bunk bed was like almost to the ceiling. Like if you sat up entirely, you'd hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
So my fan is in the middle of the room, but the bunk bed takes up some space that like because the room is so small that like basically if you like get up on the bunk bed and like turn to like jump off, like the fan's right there. So like you have to avoid the fan. So we were jumping off my bunk bed, right? And before I like jumped down.
Geniuses,
and I'm like, yeah,
truly.
And I'm like, oh, well, hold on, like let me turn off the fan so we don't have to worry about it. And as I go to turn it off, I hear clunk. And as I look over, he's on the ground, blood everywhere.
Oh my
he
God.
fucking split his head open on the fan. My dad runs upstairs. He's like, "We just met this kid," and he's like, and he's
This
like,
kid just got here and you already maimed him.
my dad was like, "Great, all right." So he was like, so he takes the kid back home. He like walks him up the street. And he's like, I had to walk up the street. I remember knocking on the door and be like, "Here's your kid. Sorry, he hit a fan."
Walk of
has his
shame.
blood everywhere. He was like, and then you guys became good friends. So, it's fine. But like, he was like, that was the first time we met his parents.
Oh
It was
my-
like, here's your kid. Take him to the hospital.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But that kid, he was like the first kid that like I had to like actually like really try to like outpace because he was stupid fast. And like an athlete, I think he still does hockey. I think he's like I don't think he's a pro, but he's like just under the pro level. But yeah, so like we used to race each other all the time. We also used to play outdoor football, like flag football basically, but like full tackle in his yard. But his yard had trees everywhere and like roots just coming out of it. So you got fucking tackled, you just slammed into roots.
Oh,
I don't know why, but for some reason when you said that, I just have this memory that popped up when I was in 6th grade, going through my severe Twilight phase.
Right, as you do.
I have no context of why this was happening, but I just have this distinct memory of me and my friend running through the woods barefoot.
hold on, Spider Monkey.
Like, I literally, but I don't know why we didn't have shoes on, but we were just running through, like, her backyard and other people's backyards with no shoes on. And it was, like, November and cold and wet, and I was like, this is fucking awful. Why are we doing this?
I was expecting you to be like, and then we stepped on a branch or something and
No,
stabbed
like,
your
nothing
foot.
bad happened.
okay.
I was like, I just don't know how we got here. And I have no memory of,
Kids
like,
do stupid shit.
yeah, no,
Wait,
I
yeah.
literally have no memory of what led up to it. I just remember running barefoot in the woods.
Do they
Kids
do
love
that
to
in
do stupid
Twilight?
shit.
No!
So why did you
Well,
bring
so
up
why'd
the
you bring
Twilight
the Twilight
phase?
part?
Because
Did it remind you of when they were running through the woods in the first one?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just like, wait, what?
All right.
look,
Just seems so random.
I was 12 and an idiot. It's fine.
You still are.
It's true.
But I mean,
Like-
so are we.
Like, I remember maybe like a year ago, I took a hike in a trail across the street from my parents' house, but my shoes were really uncomfortable, so I was like, oh, I'll just take them off. And then I did the whole hike barefoot, which was,
What the fuck is wrong with you?
it was so brutal because this whole hike, it's not
I'm
like,
sure your uncomfortable shoes would have been
no,
much better.
it's not like it's a trail where it's like all dirt, like dirt path. It's all rocks. It was fucking
And yet you
awful.
still did it
Yeah.
instead of wearing the uncomfortable shoes.
The uncomfortable shoes were just killing me.
Worse than the rocks in your bare feet?
No, they were nice and cool to the touch because it was slightly wet.
You deserve it.
I give up trying to understand the
You
logic.
deserve
I
it.
do. I give up.
I
Yeah.
don't understand you. First,
That is your
first
cross
Pizza
to
Huts
bear.
have hats, and you don't like bread, and then you're just like, I'll walk up this mountain path in my.
You
bare
lose your
feet.
car
Is
for
that
40
4 hours in the
episodes
city.
summed
Car
up.
for 4 hours
And
right
it's
next
over
to
down the
you.
next fucking block. Like,
Like Jesus Christ, dude! Like,
Look,
come on.
I'm trying my best.
Your best is just horrendous.
I know it's kind of abysmal.
Like, if there is an upper being, they really just like they gave you like a quarter of the full glass that people need, and they're just like, fuck it, whatever.
they're like, hey, why don't we let this one run wild? Let's see what happens.
You know, the fucking send her to a country not many people are from, and just she won't bother anyone, and then you get thrown into like an adoption agency, and they're like,
Oh,
the
shit.
plan has failed. Shit. She's
abort
literally-
mission.
And then like your parents are just there like that one, and God's just like, fuck.
Throws a glass across. Shit! He breaks his mirror. Shit!
And he's just like, all right, well, gotta subject her to some people. Let's just connect some dots here.
Let's just make it work. It's already done. It's already done.
it's too late.
Just send it out.
It was half baked. We didn't get to finish it. The oven turned off too early. We thought it was 30 minutes. It was an hour cook time.
Put me back in the kiln, please.
Please.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Incredible.
Does anyone else have any kind of like dumbass like injury stories? I feel like that's the theme today. I mean, I've injured myself a lot.
Oh,
of
yeah,
times,
plenty of
but,
times.
like,
I can say when I have a chunk missing from my knee when I was a
Yeah,
child.
sure. Let's go with that.
So where I'm from, how we play Foursquare is that you catch the ball.
Oh, you don't.
Yeah, it's catching. So, we would go back
My
and
home was
throw the where there's
Foursquare, you have like 4 squares on like drawn out of chalk on the like blacktop, and then each person. Like,
normally like what I found out
Oh,
later.
we called that box ball.
Okay, well,
Same,
Yeah, I
same
know what
difference.
how it was
Differences.
how it's supposed to be played, which I found out later because I thought the way that we played it was the right way, is that 4 people are, you're each in your own square and you just keep hitting it like to each other, but you can't hit your own box or you get out. You have to hit in the other person, but you just want to be able to hit it and they can't hit it back.
So kind of like a close quarters tennis.
extremely close.
Yeah.
quarters.
Okay. All right. All right.
And
Never-
there's no
never
racket;
played
it's
that.
just your hand.
Right. I kind of put that.
Yeah,
together.
but so where I'm from, we would do it that you would throw it as hard as fucking possible, and you'd have to catch it. So every time, like if you just couldn't catch it, then you were out. So that's just how everybody played, lined up. It was like the most popular thing that we had. And then one day I was going to line up, like me and my friend were walking, and also we played on concrete. That's always good
Yeah,
for
you
children
gotta.
to play on. And some big fucking kid, I guess of Anthony's, big and tall that he was talking about.
The big and tall kid.
The big and tall kid.
Every school's got him.
Yeah. I was just minding my own business. I'm not walking anywhere near this square. Like if I'm here, they're probably at the door. Like they're nowhere near, but the person, the big and tall threw
The big and tall.
threw the ball so hard that the person was trying to catch it was running backwards and ran straight into me. And I blacked out for a second, fell, hit my knee on concrete.
Oh,
A chunk of my fucking knee was missing, and I had to go to the nurse. But
What is the fucking nurse gonna do for you?
an ice pack.
Yeah, of course. Nice. I solved it
Yeah.
all.
But I'm scared of like stitches and stuff. It freaks me out, so I just literally didn't let my parents take me to the hospital. And so to this day, I have a nice big scar on my knee. But it was like a chunk missing. So like I don't know why they let me just be like, I'm not going. Like they
Yeah.
definitely
That's my question.
they definitely should have made the executive decision to be like,
Yeah,
we gotta close that hole.
yeah, there's a giant fucking hole in her knee. Like,
So, but they fucking didn't. This same fucking big and tall kid, a different time, we were playing that game where when you're in the gym room, you're on lines. You know what I'm talking about? And the people are trying to run through, and you're trying to
Yes.
like tag them.
Mhm.
You don't know?
No.
But you know.
I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
And only certain lines can move, and the other ones can only
Yes. Mm-hmm.
that. So, I was trying to run through because, they told us that we had to. It was not, I didn't really like playing any of these athletic games as a kid. And I was running through, and this kid decided to fucking block me, and I ran right into it. And I knocked the fuck out, and I didn't wake up until I was home.
Good one.
Jesus.
Yep. The
I-
same
I'm
big and
like-
tall kid.
that fucking kid.
So, all right. So, real quick, right before I go into my story, I just remembered another game that I thought was the fucking best game on the planet in elementary school, which was, we called it Indiana Jones, and it was, you remember those like foldable blue mats, like they, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
every school
gymnastics
had?
one?
Yeah.
So, we used to like prop them up so they were like a wall,
Okay.
and there would be like, let's just say 3 on each side of like the gym, but there'd be gaps between them, and kids would be standing in those gaps with like those bean bags,
Right.
and your goal was to you started on one end and you had to get to the other, grab something, and get back without getting hit by a beanbag. And it was like the most like, you know, like when you're playing dodgeball or something and you're like athletic mode engaged and you're like, I'm about to go fucking so hard, like in like anything I've ever done in my life.
Unlocked,
No,
eyes
alright.
turn
Yeah.
red. Like,
So like, you used to do where on those like on those fucking carts that you just fucking catch your fingers on and shit like that. You know those like little
Oh, the
Yeah.
sliding cards?
like
Yeah.
little scooter things. And
Those were awesome.
yeah.
those
But you used
are
to
really
fucking
cool.
break your fingers because they would like run over your own fingers
all
and
the
shit.
time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Oh, I found out. I
So
saw
poorly designed.
On TikTok, right?
Yeah, about how you're not supposed to hold the handles. It's supposed to be the inner part of the handles,
I-
and then you won't run over your fucking fingers.
See,
and
ours
clip
didn't
them.
have handles.
Wait,
So like,
what?
Oh, ours had the handles. Like, so you know how you would hold the. So if these are the hand, you would hold them like this. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hold the actual square part.
and so if
and
you
then-
hit the wall, it blocks your whole hand. But we
That's
didn't-
what I saw on a TikTok.
Yeah.
What,
Very
I have not
confused.
tested it out whether
but
or not
we
this
didn't-
is
ours
true.
were
I don't
literally
know.
just squares. We didn't even have the handles.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to a day camp that had that with that handles.
But like, so it was like that shit where you're just like, all right, and you just like you're sprinting and you fucking start rolling across this like gym, like getting behind the cover of all the things and like dodging beanbags, grabbing the thing. And there's like, it used to be the most fucking fun game on the planet. But in the same vein of like run, like the dude that's infinitely bigger than you and you have to run
The
at
big
them.
and tall.
Yeah. So I used to play football for a period of time, and like I don't know. I guess you might be able to see me playing football now, but as a kid,
I was gonna say you give off jock vibes.
I was a very very like I used to take ADHD meds,
right.
and there was like that's like a whole arc in
You
my
do
life.
not anymore?
No.
Were you misdiagnosed?
No, I mean I probably have some form of it, but I never felt like it helped me. I went through a bunch of changes and it just never, whatever. But so at one point when I was taking them, like my
sorry.
first,
It's just like your medicated arc. Like,
oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, no, it was a whole arc.
Your anime medicated.
Yeah, it was a whole arc.
That was stupid.
But
I'm sorry.
the at one point when I was taking them, like I had a bad dosage. I had like 3 bad dosages in my life. They were really fucking. They did a lot of really bad shit. But one of them was like I didn't eat and I like didn't gain any weight. So I was like in 8th grade. Had not hit a growth spurt yet. So I was like 4'8" and 64 pounds.
Jesus.
Oh my
In
God.
8th grade. And we went on vacation just to we went on vacation. I stopped taking it because I was like, I'm on vacation. Fuck those meds. And then I instantly like gained color in my skin and was like eating. And my parents were like, hey, what did you do different? And I was like, I didn't take my meds this week. And they were like, oh, it's probably what it is. And then I went on a different dosage, gained a fuck ton of weight in a really short period of time. And I was still short. So it was just like I was really fat for a period of time for like literally 6 months. And then I was like, fuck these meds, stop taking them. And then I just kind of balanced out. But so I used to play football even as a fucking 4'8", 64-pound kid.
Oh my God.
And
Did they like use you as like a broom or some shit? Jesus, this is so small.
I was still
Very important to football. A broom. The broom position.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I was still really fast. That's all I had going for me.
Oh, okay.
Was like they would just hand me the ball and I just fucking sprint.
You're like the.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
You got
I
it.
don't know what the
Are you going for the position? Like
Yeah.
running back?
Running back? Oh, I just
Oh.
realized that was really weird.
No, what was I gonna say? Not running back. What's it called? The big guys.
What? They put me on linebacker?
Linebacker. That's what I was.
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
of.
They were like, "Yo, Michael, you're on O line. Go fucking get those kids." No, I was a running back and a wide receiver, but I was very rarely put in wide receiver because I couldn't catch for shit.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah. So like they would, but I also didn't really play all that much because like even though I was fast, I couldn't do anything else. Like none of the gear like ever fit me. It looked like I was a freaking bobblehead. Like, but, okay, so during training,
They couldn't get you smaller stuff.
no.
They're all reused.
Because nobody was
Like-
4'8" and 64
They
pounds.
don't buy
playing
new
football.
ones. They give you old uniforms.
Okay, get some from like the fucking elementary schoolers. I don't know.
Anyway, so at one point in like I had broken my collarbone snowboarding and like I had kept breaking it and so it was never really fully healing. But finally, like it like a period of time passed, and I finally had like fully healed. Like the doctor was like, "Congrats, kid! It took you like 6 months longer than it should have. But, like, congrats, your collarbone's healed." The next week, they're like, "We're doing fucking." We used to Oklahomas. We used to call them Okies, and it was the football team would stand in a line, and one person would be given a ball, and then there'd be another person that was playing like the blocker, and you had to try to get past them. It was just 1v1. And they're like, "All right, Michael, you're up." And they were like, "Who are we going to put him against?" "All right, Brian." And it was like this kid who was like the fullback, like huge as fuck, like shredded. And they were like, and like 6'2", like same grade. But like this kid was fucking huge. And they're like,
Kids on fucking roids
It's
out
like
here.
me with the potato sack. Right?
Yeah.
and they were like, "All right, here's the ball. Michael, get past him." And I was like, "Okay."
He's just run under his legs.
So
Running between his legs.
So
Exactly.
I'm like, all right, well, like, I'm committing to this. So I fucking sprint at this kid, full speed, and he just looks at me, goes a bit down, and fucking bam,
Oh.
and like arm to like chin, and I go like feet in the air, and, like slam on the ground on my shoulder, breaking my collarbone again.
No.
And the coach just looked at me and went, "Well, I can't say I'm surprised." And I was like, "Yeah,
This
yeah,
is your
go
fault,
on."
bro.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? And I was like, "I'll go to the nurse."
I need an ice pack for this.
You flying in the air made me think of this iconic chest bump between Alex and Justin. I think this was like senior year of high school.
Oh, I know this story.
Justin is pretty big, but not like fat, very muscular.
No, he's
Justin's
And-
just ripped.
Yeah, and Alex in high school was really slim. Still the same height, but much slimmer. And one time they were going to chest bump. So they're on opposite ends of the hallway, and they're running full force, and they chest bump, and Alex just goes
Oh
right back to the end of the hallway, and Justin's like, "What happened?"
no. What happened?
So I'm trying to think of like that. Oh, so there was one other like time of like really skinny, small me in football was I used to play cornerback, which is like, so if you have that was a defensive position. So if basically think of like the defense's version of wide receivers, like they're off to the sides, but they're further back. So like
Is that
they're
who they like pretend throw the ball to?
no. So like the cornerback is for defense. So you're the one trying to stop. Basically, you're the
Oh,
person that's
oh,
there
I-
to stop the wide receiver.
I understand.
Like that's
who they throw the ball to.
Yeah, like your position as a cornerback for the defense is you are the one blocking the wide receivers,
Okay.
the people catching the ball, and sometimes also like stopping the runner if they get past people, which is how this story pertains. Is we were playing some school, don't know what school it was, and they had this running back that was just like massive. Like I was in 8th grade. This kid seemed like he was a senior on like the on the mod squad. Just like huge full beard. Like dude was giant.
I'm ready to play football.
It's like in a dodgeball where they're like, "God damn you, Bernice is like a fully grown man."
So this kid, I'm a bit further back in the field because that's what your position is, and I'm watching this kid just run out and like just shoving kids.
There's like you see like the wide shot of just like a sea of kids, and then just like kids flying around.
Basically. And so I'm standing there and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to go at him. So he's running like in an arc, and so he's basically running the line that is like if you go out, you're out of bounds.
Right.
Yeah.
He's running that line now because he got past everybody.
Okay.
And so I'm like running at this guy, and I'm like, I can stop him. I can do this. I got this. So I run, and I go to like shoulder check him, and he hits me. And all my vision goes from looking at this man to, why am I spinning and in the air? Apparently, I went up, my legs went straight out. I did like a fucking 360 spin, landed on my butt, and was just like, what happened? But I knocked the kid out of bounds and stopped him from getting a touchdown. So I was like,
Nice.
I'm pretty sure he gave me a concussion. But our like, you know, that like the health teacher or whatever that runs the fucking like athletic department for like the medical, he used to look at you and go, yeah, put some ice on it, go back in. So
Yeah,
like,
you're good,
literally,
you're good.
I remember him shining lights at me and being like, I don't what. And he like was like, how many fingers am I holding up? I was like, I have no idea. And he was like, yeah, you're good. Go back out there, kid. So
Have this ice pack.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure I've had a few concussions in my life, but like, yeah. Anyway, I was not very good at football. I had like 2 plays. That was one of them where I had like a crowning achievement.
What was the other one?
The other one was once I had like become a normal human being. You know, like gained some weight, gained some height, like because I was finally like not being medically like or
Stunted.
yeah, like medically stunted. Was I didn't play for very long. I think I played maybe 1 year of varsity, and I was like, fuck it, I don't want to do sports anymore. Fuck this. Was the one catch I had ever caught in my entire life. It was we were I don't know. It wasn't even like really that important of a catch, but like I remember just them throwing it to me. I caught the ball, and I was like stunned that I had caught the ball for like a second. And I remember catching me like. And
Oh my
I
God.
coach go, run! And I was like, oh. So I turned, started running, and then like one of the like cornerbacks went to hit me, and I remember just looking back and throwing the ball behind me, and there happened to be another teammate there to catch it and run for a touchdown.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like,
Why
I got
would
the
you-
shit kicked out of me. That kid fucking slammed into me.
Why would you just throw it?
It's a lateral.
Yeah, lateral. I was running, and then I was like, I'm about to get hit. And as we were turning around, being like, hey, there's a person. Throw. Honestly, in my head, I'm sure I was like, I don't want to get hit. Fuck this. But he caught it and got a touchdown. So I was like, it was fine. But yeah, that kid fucking just, like nailed me. I was on the ground out of breath for like a good minute. And that was my only 2 crowning achievements in football. Didn't do anything else. I was usually on the sidelines.
I was a dog shit sports player in any grade ever. My one crowning achievement in any sport that I've ever did was I used to play baseball up until high school. I stopped. My last one was 8th grade, but in like 7th grade, we were winning like 17-2. And like this
Jesus.
is yeah, so it was like we had a rule where it was like 18 and above is like mercy rule or whatever.
Why 18?
I don't
That's
fucking
so
know.
much.
Absurdly high.
Jesus.
Fucking rule ever.
You want to like really
All the parents were like, every time we got a home run, they were like, eh.
you want to degrade these kids and then give
Yeah.
them the mercy.
So the coach comes up to me. The coach comes up to me. He's like, all right, Anthony, here's the deal. You're on third base. So the third base comes up to me. He goes, Anthony. He's like, you're on third base. Here's what's gonna happen. Guy's gonna hit it. You're gonna make a break for it. You're gonna go home. All right. As if I didn't know how to like play baseball. And I'm like,
You're also like,
I'm
we're
like-
up 17, bro.
I'm like, you got it. And so like,
He was in
Here I
7th
am.
grade. He's not 17.
here I am.
No, it's 17-2. They're
Oh,
up 7.
okay.
So here I am, and I'm thinking, I interpret that as, Anthony, go steal home base. And I'm like, oh, okay. So the pitcher throws like a fastball like right down the middle. I break. I like start like hoofing it, right? And the coach is like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, you little shit, get back here. And I'm like, huh? So I'm still running. The catcher throws the ball back, and he's like, oh, fuck. And then goes to the pitcher. He's like, put that back. And he's like, what? And then he throws it back. And I fuck, dude, when I tell you, I fucking knocked the catcher out, like, straight up. Like, I, like, barreled into him, and he, like, dropped the ball, and I, like, went over. And the guy was like, the umpire was like, safe. And I was like,
You can't do that anymore in
Me?
baseball.
Really?
Knock
Yeah.
over the
You can't hit the catcher.
no.
at
It's lame
all.
as shit. That was part of the fun.
Wait,
In
what if you
2010, it was all no holds barred, let me tell you.
wait, what if you hit them by accident? No
I
bueno?
think you're out. I don't think you're allowed to touch them.
Oh.
So like it's now just like
What if you have, like, a reckless
the
dive?
catcher can't stand in front of the plate to block you, but you can't really hit them anymore either.
I understand.
So it's kind
Can't they still position themselves to like
they can't,
make
like,
it so
be
you
actively
be out?
in front of the running lane?
I know, but if
like,
you're close enough, like
no, I mean,
that
yeah,
just sounds like
they basically just
cheap.
stand next to the plate
Yeah.
and tag you. At that point it's like
to do one of these, like
yeah.
catch and
And now
tag.
it's more like you just kind of gotta like time the slide or like get there before the ball gets there. It's way less fun. But like I guess people are getting hurt and whatever. And baseball's all about not getting hurt because
Why?
they're lame. Baseball's boring, dude. Like,
Oh, also, I recently learned that you're not allowed to use metal bats in like
Aluminum bats.
yeah,
in like
yeah, you have to use wooden
what
because
do you call it?
because
What's
if
the
they
baseball league?
MLB,
MLB.
Major League Baseball,
There you go.
because if they had aluminum bats, they hit fucking 500-yard home runs with wooden bats. You're
Yeah,
gonna give them aluminum bats? They're gonna go to the fucking moon, dude. Like,
just every baseball game just straight
100%.
Woo!
Fun fact about baseball: after the home run derby, everyone that participates in the home run derby does infinitely worse than their batting averages tank because the home run derby is just straight fastballs down the middle, and so they just get into the habit of hitting those, and then they start playing again. And obviously, they're not throwing fastballs down the middle because the goal isn't to get home runs. And so usually, most people's batting averages tank, and they do really bad for a little bit.
Oh, rip!
Yeah. So like,
Baseball is one of the most boring sports.
it really is.
It's
next
up-
to basketball.
Yeah, it's more
No,
interesting.
really?
I did
I-
cheerleading for basketball.
You were a
Boy, was that-
cheerleader?
yes.
I
that
equate
doesn't
baseball
surprise
to
me,
golf.
Boy, was that
I
fun
think
to be
basketball is
around.
more entertaining.
No.
We used to have this.
Basketball.
We had a male cheerleader in our school who.
I think we did too.
I think he went.
No?
He got
No
like a
answer?
full ride
Dance
scholarship.
team.
He got like a full ride scholarship to like a gymnastics school or something.
Cool.
This
Good
kid
for
was
him.
this kid was like incredible, but this kid was like insane. Because a lot of times we only had cheerleaders mostly for football games.
Right.
But like this kid, because he just loved it so much, would just like go to the other games and cheerlead like alone. But like he was like impressive. Like this dude would be doing fucking splits, back handsprings and shit, and just like the entire game. Like he wouldn't take a break.
This kid's got energy.
This kid was
Jesus.
impressive, and he would just go and this kid was like everyone's idol. It was just like, and he was also like the most flamboyant person on the planet. But it was like he was great. I don't know his name. He was a senior when I was in like 8th grade because our high school had 8th grade in high school. So like we've
Weird.
talked about this so many
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, still weird.
And so like in my brain, this dude was like 30.
Why would you want to have 13-year-olds in the same building as 18-year-olds?
It has to do with the school
It's
size.
just a recipe for disaster.
I was 13 in high school. Is that why you hated me?
didn't hate you.
Yes, you
Jesus
did.
Christ. How many times did I have to say it?
But also like
she hated me.
in
I
our
probably
school,
just didn't like you and I wasn't very friendly. It's not your fault.
there was also a joke about 8th graders going into the school that like the seniors
back.
would get would going into the 8th grade. Seniors would claim their bitches was the phrase.
Yeah.
They would
I'm
get
not
their 8th
surprised.
graders.
Do you know how
It was
many
like to do their
seniors fucked
shit.
freshmen at our high school? It's like, come on, disgusting.
None of as far as I'm aware, none of them were having sex with them. But like,
Disgusting.
but who knows? I don't fucking know. I wasn't getting laid, so like I don't
Good Lord.
fucking know.
On that note, oh my god.
Well, we didn't have that here. I don't know, as far as I'm aware. That was just a common occurrence for you guys?
I think
Not
I think
for me
there were-
personally,
I think
but
there
at
were
our
some
school,
seniors
yeah.
that dated freshmen at my school.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
When I was a freshman, they were freshmen
Yeah.
that dated seniors.
I do know somebody that in 9th grade they were dating a senior, and then their parents were like, "No,
Yeah.
you get the fuck out of here." And then they got married like years later when they ran into each other, like,
Aw.
and then they started dating. Yeah, got married.
They got married first and then started
Yeah,
dating.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Slightly better note to end on.
yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching. Oh, right. Hey.
Yeah, I sure didn't pick anything because I forgot. Because
Well-
I didn't know that we weren't going to have Anime Club today, so
well,
sorry.
but if
Put
we,
it on the
if we
screen.
had
Anime
Anime
Club,
Club, you
you
would have
should've
needed your
known.
pick.
Yeah, put it on the screen, whatever I've decided, because I don't know yet.
What do you have like a out of 5 options in your head? You got like something? You have
No.
literally no. You didn't have it ready for the episode that you needed it ready for.
Correct.
Nice.
What is
I-
wrong with you?
I forgot it was my choice to pick.
You
asked!
Yeah, and then I forgot again.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
Whatever.
Okay.
Anyway,
There's limited capacity up here.
We know.
extremely limited. You got like room for like 5 things in there.
Yeah, I'm
they're
using it
not
all
shows.
on Breath of the Wild.
Oof. That says a lot. Anyway.
75 hours.
Anyway, thanks for watching and listening to this week's podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, rate, follow, and leave a review. Hey, don't forget to check out Super Milkshake on YouTube. That would be Anthony. I forgot that part. Don't forget to check out Kat on at Kat the Moonstar on Twitch. You'll be streaming a lot more soon, but not
Yes.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, by this comes out, you might be.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. You
actually,
probably are back
I'll
on,
be in
yeah.
my new
Yeah, 'cause this
position
is-
then because
yeah.
I start training on Monday.
So hopefully, Kat will be in more episodes. She's probably not going to be in a good amount of
Yeah.
episodes for the
I
future.
won't be here for a couple unless I just happen to.
It lines up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Today
yeah.
lined up.
So, but around when this comes out, she's probably going to be streaming more. So hey, go watch her. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week for whatever the hell we make up to talk about then. And we'll have a set again.
Woo!
So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week for whatever Sage's pick insert here is. Way to go, champ.
Anytime.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.